Hey folks, it's Eric here, the Whatever Guy, because whatever me. Do you folks want to know what happened for the weekly wrap the last 2 weeks? Y'all stick around and I'll tell you some more about that. Also, you guys know that tomorrow we're doing a 12 noon pick for a Rift brand Delta 8 syringe from over at Great CD Shop. This was a buy one, get one free. And apparently that sale is different. They have different sales now, but not this. This is not a buy one, get one free anymore. Either way, someone's going to get two of these tomorrow sent out to them at 12 noon when we pick the winner. So just so you guys know, I'm making this video late, and I'll tell you guys why I'm making it late. And no, excuse me. And then, but tomorrow at 12 noon. So tomorrow's video will come out late also, and that's not you guys' fault. That's really my fault. Really had some issues going on. But as you can see, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a lot better webcam going on here. Obviously, I didn't realize I was quite as ugly as I am. You know, I was kind of getting off with that cheap camera I was using. But apparently the microphone on here works really good, and obviously we have better resolution as far as the videos. So much to you guys' dismay, you guys get to see all my ugly in one spot. So been a rough week, man. So I started out on like Monday or Tuesday of last week, and I had got sick, and then was really kind of put down for like a day and a half. But what I didn't realize was that like the first steps of it, because like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I was pretty much in bed the whole time. I mean, I was in bed so much from not feeling good and being sick that you know, my body got sore from being in the bed so long. And I'm still not 100%, man. I mean, like I was doing a little bit of work around here today, and it just, you know, 15, 20 minutes of work was wearing me out. So I didn't. That's why I didn't make a video. I think Thursday or Friday and Saturday, because you know of the weekly wrap. Like I said, we're doing the weekly wrap a little bit late, and then what I'll do is tomorrow when I get back from work, I'll do tomorrow's video, and then I'll kick you guys out for the winner of this Rift brand Delta 8 syringe. All right, man. So talking about everything that's going on this past couple weeks, as you guys know, we talked about the whole vape pulse supply thing at the end of the week. I actually did get a copy of that, or at least found a place where one of our viewers actually sent that over to me. So we, you know, there is a $2.5 million lawsuit against Siobhan and Vape Supply. So I didn't realize that, you know, that was going on. And, you know, with my issues with Vape Supply, apparently Delta Farms is distancing themselves from Vape Supply, which is cool because that's Siobhan Garage or whatever his name is, really just is not doing good business, not keeping his word. And he really kind of trash Delta Farms brand. My only argument with Delta Farms and Spencery is the fact that the owner of Delta Farms and Spencery, assured me that I would be paid. I'm not sure why he would put himself out there like that. But again, that's just you know, when you lie to me, it's like, yeah, you know, I don't want to hear from you anymore. Not to say that Delta Farms doesn't have a super great product, but they're just their word is shit to me. And you know, I don't know why you would promise me that I would get paid when Vape Supply was the one that owed me the money. But now you know, now you've covered yourself. Apparently a month ago, this has been going on for a month, and I had no clue. So there is a $2.5 million defamation lawsuit by Delta Farms and Spencery on Siobhan Garage or however I'm butchering his name, and Vape Supply. So that's for those of you that have been wondering all this time why I haven't mentioned Vape Supply a lot or Delta Farms. That would be the reason why. But up until the point where I just didn't want to go out there and just throw everything out there and let everybody hear it. But the fact of the matter is that like it's not fair to you guys for me not to answer your questions and stuff like that, because I've been more than transparent on this channel, and that's kind of the goal of this whole channel, is to be transparent. And I think, like I said, what we're going to do is every week we're going to do a exposing Delta 8 brands. So not just all bad. You know, there is some good stuff going on in there. We'll expose good companies and stuff like that. So I don't think that we'll just do, you know, expose bad companies. We will expose good companies also. So all right, so you guys take that as you want it. $2.5 million lawsuit, and he mentions something in one of the subsections of the lawsuit, and it almost sounds like I'm the one that that, you know, because I did contact Delta Farms. I did ask them, you know, if you know, what Siobhan Garage was saying was true, because I didn't trust his word. But just like I explained to you guys, if you go down and read the subsection over in Reddit of the post. Of the motion itself, it sounds exactly like, you know, he's talking about me. So, you know, I don't know how that's going to work. You know, at the time I was pretty pissed off about it, and that was over a month ago. I really never pursued any of it. I just, for me, I was just going to wash my hands of them and not have anything to do with them. I felt like they were going to get, they would be hurt more in the long run by me not mentioning them at all, as opposed to mentioning them and giving them more, publicity or whatever the case is. Delta Farms, like I said, great brand. Spencery, great brand. But again, I don't understand why Alex, the owner of Spencery and Delta Farms, would tell me, assure me many times in text and back and forth. I've got evidence of this too, that I would be paid, and then he had no control over that. So I'm not sure exactly what he was accomplishing by that, but he kind of stuck himself in the mix. He could have just said, hey, I don't know what's going on. I'll try to figure it out. But he didn't do that. He stuck himself out there and he said I'd be getting paid. And of course, here we are months later. I'm not getting paid, so it makes you look like a liar. Either way, but I'm looking at it from the long run, looking at it like, why would you even say that? Because you're not the one that owed me the money. Baypole Supply owed me the money, even though it was, selling your brand. But either way, it is what it is. You guys got the full story now, and if you need that post, hit me up on comments, and what I will do is I'll try to post the link for that so you guys can check out that also. Maybe I'll probably put it in the comment section of this or in the description of this video so you guys can check it out. So what we're going to do now is like 2 weeks of catching up on videos. Let's see, a couple weeks ago we did how I make real money fast. I think I talked to you guys about that. For those of you out there that are looking for work, something that you can set your own hours and make a crap load of money in a short period of time if you're willing to hustle. Cleaning condos is what my chick does, and I go out and help her out, and we make pretty good money at it, by hustling. And it's a really low entry type of job. And if you guys need any information on, how to find cleaning companies and cleaning company jobs and vacation rentals, give me a hit, man, and I'll tell you how to do that. Because like me and my chick, we can earn $600-700 in a Saturday and Sunday easy. And I don't care what anybody says. To me, that's pretty good money. And I'm not below doing that type of work, man, because I'm a straight hustler just like you guys. We did the cake purple punch cart, which was this. I don't have the cart because as I tend to use these carts all the way to the end, I usually chunk them or whatever the case is. So the fact that I don't have the cart is a really good indication that this was a good cart all the way around. Again, we've talked about cake many times. Cake is a widely distributed product, and that usually comes at a price of low quality. Not so with cake. Cake tends to be in a lot of places out there. But they don't have their own website that they sell off of. Like Cake Brand doesn't sell Cake Brand off of Cake, Cake online or whatever the case is. They're just, everybody kind of resells cake products. But again, Purple Punch was a really good cart, a lighter hit than most of the cake products we get. Didn't quite, I guess I mean by not producing quite as much vapor with the same amount of voltage. Excuse me, a little bit of heartburn, guys. Purple Punch was a lighter hit than most of the cake products that I've tried so far. Just the same. You wouldn't get the same hit with the same voltage in the same, if you put like a Gorilla Glue or something like that on there. This Purple Punch was a really light hit. No proclivity for coughing, no proclivity for sticking, and I used it all the way to the end, obviously, because I don't have the cart. And I spent $24.99 on that cart, I think, and I got this up at the Quick Stop on Munson Highway. It's the only gas station on Munson Highway. Like I told you guys before, they are selling Cake brand products, so they're selling some other Delta 8 products in that store also. So this was a really good cart for you guys. I talked to you guys. I got struck, I think, a week and a half ago. They knocked one of my videos down. As you guys know, it wasn't that long ago that I was knocked off YouTube for 7 days. I really thought that I was knocked off of YouTube for 14 days again. But it seems like I put in my appeal, and then like that afternoon, as I was posting videos, I found out that I won my appeal, which is strange to me because out of the other 2 appeals that I put in, I haven't even heard anything back from them yet. So like they were lottie-dottie everybody and jolly on time right there with that whole appeal thing, which really surprised me because I really thought that I was locked out of my YouTube channel for 14 days, which started the whole thing of me actually paying more attention to my other channel, which is the Whatever Guys free game. So you guys will see more postings over there, probably the same video here that you see over there. And I'm going to start posting some more informational stuff over there. But either way, I'm going to be more active on the Whatever Guys free game. So if you guys don't see me here at the Whatever Guy, you can go to the Whatever Guys free game and check me out there because one way or another, I'm going to keep posting videos. We did the Delta 10 wedding cake mellow fellow that I got from Liquid Haze Vapes in Pensacola. As I told you guys before, I was really surprised about the fact that these carts only cost $32. out the door, which was I think 34 with tax and all, whatever the case is. But for me, finding out that a Delta 10 cart was $32, so I searched around the internet. I haven't found any carts, too many Delta 10 carts that are that price alone. Not that I've spent a whole bunch of time looking, but Mellow Fellow was not a bad cart all the way around. For actually Mellow Fellow being the first time I've ever tried Delta 10, not this flavor. The week previous we had done I think we did it was a grape or something like that. We did the very first one we did. But again, I have no problem going into a Liquid Haze Vape, spending $32 to get these carts, these Mellow Fellow Delta 10 THC carts, and obviously the COAs and all that stuff. Check out. I'm going to get with Rocky over at Great CBD Shop, see if he can't get in touch with Mellow Fellow, maybe get their own wholesale account with them so that they can start selling at Great CBD Shop, because these were a really, really good cart. So we did the wedding cake and we did the cherry pie. And as you can see, you guys probably noticed that the carts are gone because, again, when I use them all the way to the end, I throw them out wherever I'm at. And that's what happened. I use, I'm the type of dude that's going to, I put these things to the test. I don't just use them. I toss them around, put them on the pocket. I work with them. So I put them through the ringer. I'm someone that's actually going to put these things through the motions. And these two carts were extremely, extremely good. And I was by all means happy with these two carts that I got from Liquid Haze Vapes in Pensacola, Florida. We talked about Texas getting a permanent injunction. As we talked about before the previous week, there was a Supreme Court ruling where the judge ruled that they could restrict the manufacture of Delta 8 or hemp products in the state of Texas, but they could not restrict people from buying hemp products in the state of Texas. So as we pull forward, another hearing at a later court basically issues a permanent injunction against Texas stopping any hemp manufacturer or hemp sale. So you guys got really good news out there with all the things that are going on in Texas and everything else is going on. That's a really good move for you guys. And as you guys know, I'm from Texas, and we have a lot of viewers on this channel that watch here from Texas. So you guys got really good news. Kudos to you guys, man, because even though you don't have marijuana, at least you got the Delta 8 that you can hit on until we get figured out what's going on with the whole cannabis thing. We talked about FedEx and the little-known agreement with law enforcement. For those of you that don't know, FedEx has a little-known agreement with law enforcement that allows them to come in and just stand in the FedEx building, watch your packages come down the rail, and just see something from Longview, Texas, or Brownsville, Texas, with glue on it, and decide that they want to let their dog hit on it. I don't think that's really all that great. In years past, people would say, ship your stuff with FedEx, or ship your stuff with UPS and not the USPS. Here's the deal, right? You got more rights with the United States Postal Service than you do with FedEx, DHL, or any of those, because, I remember back in the day, these $8 an hour small town cops didn't have anything to do. They would just go stand in FedEx all day long, because they had shit else to do. And then they would just, they'd be pulling packages off the rail. And I don't think that's right, man. I don't think that the cops should be able to allow. And here's the whole thing about it too, is like, if that's a dog and they're training, we talked about that before too. Like if you ever get pulled over and they want to bring a dog out, the first thing you tell that officer is, I want to know this dog's tail when he gets here. Like I want to know what the dog's tail is, because they train the dog, and that dog could walk up and touch something or with his nose and lay his ears back, and he could claim that's his tail. So you make sure that you know what the tail is long before that dog ever gets there. That's a way to avoid them having probable cause to search your vehicle. It would be the same thing with your packages. However, you don't have anybody to stand there and ask them what the tail is, because there's nobody fighting for your rights in FedEx or in DHL. So again, USPS, more rights with USPS, United States Postal Service, than you would have with FedEx, DHL. I mean, it's a really little known agreement that they have with law enforcement, but it's not something that I would be too happy about, and you folks shouldn't be happy about it either. Delta 8 disposable Skittles, we talked about that. This was one of the more shittier devices that I've ever seen. For you businesses out there, man, that are talking about these Delta 8 disposables and stuff. Like I had a guy hit me on LinkedIn talking about his brand and talking about they got a new rechargeable disposable coming out. And I'm like, if you're a business owner, why would you even want to put out a rechargeable disposable? Because there's like so much shit that can go wrong with a rechargeable disposable that I don't have control over. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm running a Delta 8 brand, I want to have everything in my control as much as possible. There's just a lot of shit that can go wrong with a rechargeable disposable device. And like, why would you, I mean, if I started a Delta 8 brand today, I wouldn't even think about a rechargeable disposable. It would be straight vape cart, straight syringes, because at least I can control that. I can't control the temperature change. And these are just, they're not precise devices. You know, if it says 3.8 to 4.3 volts, it could be 3.6. It's not a computerized device. These are widely manufactured things that he probably got from China. And the minute I got this out of the box, the juice inside of it was good, but like you couldn't, like the minute I pulled it out the box, it stuck. Like it stuck. I had to fight it. I had to stick it into my arm. I had to, heat it up. And I don't think I should have to work that hard for a rechargeable disposable device. And I would imagine that the person that is buying a rechargeable disposable buys it because they want to buy it for the ease of use. And there's just way too much work involved in this device right here. And it was sticking like every time I picked it up or laid it down or whatever the case is. I fought this device for a day and a half and I just got fed up with it. Because again, the juice inside it was great, but I just don't feel like I should have to work that hard for this device. And then of course, I'm not too happy with the whole Skittles name. I don't know why people are doing that. It seems like to me that if your product is not good enough, that you can build true fans, that you don't have to ride on some, some other brand's name so that you can get some sales, then you're not doing shit right from the get-go. Like this thing costs $20 at that same gas station down there at Munson Highway. I did the review for you guys, but again, I'm really sorry that I spent the $19.99 to buy this cart. This thing right here, this was the box it was in, but again, just not a very good experience all the way around. And again, if I'm just CBD or whoever they are, just CBD, if I'm them, like I don't even know why I would want to put out something like this that has so much stuff that can possibly go wrong with it, not just the sticking and everything else. Like I would want to be in control. Like I wouldn't want to put my fate in this device, like the live and die of my company in a rechargeable disposable. Why would you do that? Like, if you're going to build a brand from the bottom up, you would want to do it in a way where you control, at least if you fail on your own merits, not on a device that you got from China. And that's kind of what's going on in the CBD industry. Again, hopefully, down the road, we'll get some sort of regulation. But again, we'll talk about that whole exposing Delta 8 companies, and maybe I will find good Delta 8 companies out there that we can, expose or at least show on this channel. But again, don't go to the just Delta 8 cart don't be fooled by the price, because it's usually in this industry is you get what you pay for. And I definitely got what I paid for with this, because I got nothing but fighting, arguing, and basically like I had to put the damn thing under my arm to heat it up so that I could pull through it. And that's a waste of time all the way around. And again, I would assume that the person that's buying this is buying it for ease of use, and they probably don't want to be rolling or buying a device and screwing it. There's a lot of reasons I could see why, but again, waste of money. We did a video on Is Delta 8 Right for You? You guys can go back and look at that. I answer a lot of questions about that, but one thing I didn't bring up in that video was that in Israel, in cancer patients that were on a chemo regimen, Delta 8 was completely eliminated nausea and increased the appetite of chemo patients. And Delta 9 never did that. Like it never did it 100% of the time. Delta 8 did it 100% of the time. I can think of many reasons why Delta 8 would be good for you, and I also gave you a few reasons why Delta 8 would be bad for you, like if you wouldn't like Delta 8. And one of those reasons is, there's just so many brands out there, and it's kind of hard to know, what's what, because there's no regulation, and you could wake up tomorrow and go down to your barn and start filling up carts, slap the whatever guy on it, and start shipping the damn things out. And people, you get away with that for a little while because a lot of people are out there just trying to get high off Delta 8. Personally, I'm not in it for the just getting high. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it for the medicinal benefits, the fact that it cures my anxiety, my paranoia, helps me sleep better and stuff like that. So there again, that might be a reason why Delta 8 wouldn't be good for you. So you guys go back and check that out, and hopefully that's a good video for you guys. Let's see, we did the orange cookie Delta 8 cart, which I'm actually still hitting on. You're probably wondering 3 days later why I'm still sitting on this cart, because usually I can bury a cart in a day and a half, maybe 3 days if I'm continually hitting on it. But the fact of the matter is, like I said, I've been wore out like sick, man. Like I got sick like Monday, and got a little bump and didn't take it serious. And then by Thursday, Friday, man, I was just whooped out. Like I laid in bed so long and slept so much that my body was just sore. And that's just crazy to me. I consider myself to be pretty tough, but I actually got whooped down the last couple of days, man. If it hadn't been for my chick taking care of me, I would be really fucked up. Because I just, and I'm like right now, I'm not 100% right now. Like I ate earlier, but then like when dinner was made late, this afternoon, I was just nauseated the whole time. Like it was, good stuff, salad, ham, and I just was nauseated, and I really felt bad because my chick spent so much time cooking it that I didn't eat any of it because I was just nauseated, and I don't like feeling like that. Nausea's got to be the worst feeling for anybody. Like in my life, like if I was going to wish something on, anybody else, it wouldn't be nausea. You know what I'm saying? Because like nausea just is like, ugh, all the way around, made me feel like crap. Hopefully, I will be getting over that in a couple days and be 100%. I thought when I got up today that I would be 100%, but I quickly found out just by moving around that it didn't take long for me to lose energy and decide that I need to sit down for a little while. So, all right. So don't forget, I will do tomorrow's video later in the afternoon after 12 noon. There won't be one in the morning. So you guys can get an idea of, actually I'm going to do a video on HHC tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you guys about that a little bit because there's a lot of misinformation going on with this HHC stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put that on blast. But during that video, I'll go ahead and expose who won the Rift Brand Delta 8 syringe. So you guys still have time. Click the link in the description. Y'all go there, sign up for that. Computer's going to pick a winner at 12 noon tomorrow. And then when I get back home from work, I will make the video and I will let you guys know who won, and I will get that ordered and sent out. All right, folks, this is whatever got signing off, man. I hope everybody's having a great week. I apologize for having a new webcam and you guys can see all this ugly up in one spot, but it is what it is, and I didn't realize it was that ugly until I saw this new camera. But this is a really good camera. If you guys don't know, Logitech has a 1080p camera at Walmart for $64. I think you can buy it online for $64 also. Let me just say, man, it's a really, really good video. And the microphone on the damn thing is just like unbelievable. Like all the little sounds that I wasn't getting before are easily picked up on this thing right here, man. And so I don't know if you guys can see the resolution on the video. It's obviously, to me, it seems a lot more crisp and clear because obviously you can see a lot more ugly. But again, you guys get to check it out, and we're going to at least have some better video down the road. All right, folks, whatever got signing off, man. I hope everybody's having a great week, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, man. See you. Love you.